Welcome to Getting Real with John Natale. I'm John Natale, your host today for episode 65, Building Confidence as a Real Estate Professional. Whether you are a brand new agent, an agent that's going and developing their business, an agent who's been doing this forever, no matter what, you are going to need to build confidence in something. And this episode is going to be exactly what you need to do step by step on building confidence in the real estate industry. Because even if you have been doing this for a very long time, there are still so many new ways to get business, so many new opportunities out there. And how do we get over ourselves and start building that confidence? This should be a required episode if you're newer to the industry, but I think everybody will draw value from it. And if this is your first time tuning into Getting Real, thank you so much for listening. We are so damn appreciative of every single person who has tuned in over the last year plus into this podcast. Our mission here at Natale, at Getting Real, as a podcast as well, is to fundamentally redesign the real estate industry. We realize that's a big mission. That's a grand mission. We want less agents to fail and more agents to find the life of their dreams. It's really that simple. It's why I provide as much free content as I possibly can. This podcast, free. Tuning into me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, really anywhere, all free. I provide as much value as I possibly can to help the real estate industry. I've been doing this a long time, and it is my mission right now to help others get that career, that life of their dreams as I have found. So if you're in the real estate industry and you're here in New Jersey, we have a dynamic real estate company that you could potentially join. All the information about joining us here at Natale Realtors is below. And if you're in one of the other 49 states or across the world, at this point, if you are interested in blowing up your brand and building an attraction magnet business, we have now a year plus of results, guys, and the results are absolutely insane. The agents in our program who dive in, do the work, I can't even fathom where they are right now versus where they were a year ago. This is changing people's lives. We are ahead of the game when it comes to personal brand. We are ahead of the game when it comes to social media. We are ahead of the game on all the things that will work in your business so that you can become an attraction magnet. Rather than having to grind for every deal, imagine a world where the phone rings for you or DMs light up every single day for you and for people that want to work with one person and one person only, you. That's what we're doing here at Natale Coaching. All the information is at natalecoaching.com, which there is a link below as well. At the bottom of that page is a discovery call form. All you have to do is fill out that calendar, pick a spot, you get to meet with me directly. And if you know a business owner in your life who's looking to do something similar to what I've done, launch and scale businesses based on a personal brand, NataleMediaHub.com would be the best place to send them. That is where we are taking our coaching program for real estate professionals, changing it, morphing it for business owners, and then also handling the load of posting, Google, pay-per-click, meta ads, website design, all of the typical digital marketing agencies do, plus the added experience of actually doing it ourselves. So if you know a business owner or if you are interested in that element of coaching as well, not only being coached, but having someone handle the work for you, we can absolutely discuss that at either natalecoaching.com on that call or NataleMediaHub.com. Now let's talk about building confidence as a real estate professional. And this episode could be for, obviously, real estate agents. It could be for mortgage loan officers. It could be for title companies, attorneys, home inspectors, really anybody in the real estate industry, because confidence comes down to one and one thing only: knowledge. And where a lot of people lack confidence, what do they lack? They typically lack the knowledge. So if you're a brand new agent or just newer in the real estate industry, the reason you lack confidence is a few different things. And it's not necessarily, oh, you don't care or you don't want to know. It's possible you haven't been taught 100% of what you need to know. And also, too, you maybe not have experienced what you need to know. The reason you may not know or feel confident in how you're negotiating or going about something is because you might not have done it before. And that's where I think, obviously, if I'm a newer agent, I think having a mentor or someone along those lines that can help us through those scenarios really, really helps. It's why here at our real estate company, again, that's the only way I can really change and affect things. Here at our real estate company, every single new agent comes in, has a mentor for the first 5 deals, and can then fade away from that mentor if they would like, or keep the mentor around for a little bit longer. But it's required here at Natale for every single new agent that comes in to have a 5-deal mentorship, and you have to complete 1 listing and 1 purchase. Because I've been there as a new agent. I know it was a long time ago, but I've been there. And I work with so many new agents. I mentor and train so many new agents. I know what it's like to not know exactly what to do or what document to send here or what thing to do there, how to respond to this, what happens if this happens. The reality is a lot of people in the real estate industry could use a really good mentor. So one of the most important things you can do is understand, okay, I'm newer. I need to find a mentor or a trainer that can actually help me. And number 2 is realize, you know what? I'm going to have to experience it. I'm going to have to gain the knowledge from experience. The reason I am so calm, cool, and collected in a transaction, especially when, other agents are freaking out, the seller, the buyer, the attorneys, everyone's going nuts, is because most likely I've experienced, maybe not that exact scenario, I don't think any scenario is ever exactly the same, but things that are pretty darn similar, and I've seen it, and I've problem solved. That's why I have so much confidence that we will get the job done, or at least do what we need to do on our side as the real estate professional to do the job we need to do so people can confidently move forward, or confidently not move forward. Because I've seen so many things that I've experienced, but that happens over 1,000 transactions, guys. It doesn't happen overnight. So the thing I could tell you as someone listening to this podcast or watching this podcast is to simply understand that you need to experience it to gain that knowledge. And with that experience, with that knowledge will come confidence. But until you get there, I think so many fail in this real estate industry simply because they don't have the right mentorship. And a mentor isn't someone you just call with the last second question on what bubble do you fill out on a contract. A mentor is someone, hey, here's this scenario. Run me through what options you would give a client. Or I had this discussion with the home inspector. I didn't really feel too easy about it. It felt a little weird to me. Tell me if I'm feeling the right type of way or not. Having a mentor to bounce those things off of is really important. When it comes to knowledge about the real estate market, this is where I think new agents, time and time again, I think strike out. It is so easy, and I say that wholeheartedly. It is easy to understand market data. It is easy to go and view homes so you know exactly what price ranges sell for what. A lot of agents, I'd say 98% of agents as new agents will not take the time to learn. But if I was a brand new agent or I was a newer agent, if I wanted to gain confidence in my market, you know exactly what I would do? I would literally pull up the hot sheet every day, study it for about an hour. Okay, even if it's not areas I might particularly sell in, just to start learning the market fully and through. Pull up the listings, see where they're listing, see what's going pending, see what's closing, pull up the pictures, look through them. What type of trends are you seeing? How many days on market are typically properties taking to go pending? Your MLS probably crunches this data as well, but I'd be studying it every day. And the next thing I'd be doing, if your area does broker open houses or broker caravans or anything like that, I'd be going to look at houses every single week. Going inside and living and breathing in homes will help you show them. And if your area doesn't do that, because I coach agents honestly all over the country, and some areas do, some areas don't. If your area does not do brokers open houses, broker caravans, anything of the like, go find properties that you can just preview. Typically try to find vacant ones, similar along the lines of if you're going to film a house, right? You could use this opportunity to film and level up your social media game. But if I'm a newer agent or I'm just someone newer to the area, you could have been an agent for 10 years and then move to a new area. How do you start learning it? Get into homes, drive around the neighborhood, see what's happening there, and start really learning the market that way. One of the things I would do early in my career all the time is just drive around. Even though I grew up exactly where I'd sell, I didn't know everything like the back of my hand like I know now. So I could level up the fastest. What I would do is just pull up some listings every single week, go drive by them, sometimes preview them. I'd go to broker open houses as often as possible, and I'd learn the market. So when people said, I could afford $750,000, but I can't really get it here. Doesn't seem like we're finding what we want here. I'd be able to say, okay, you know what? You want a similar vibe as this? Probably before vibe was a word, right? You want a similar feel to this town, this area, this neighborhood, but maybe have a few more features? Let me introduce you to X town. It's about 7 miles from here. Schools are about the same. Commute's probably a little bit longer, but you might get those features you want. How did I learn that? Quicker rather than taking 10 or 15 years to do so? Is I drove around. I looked at houses. I looked at properties. I researched the hot sheet. I saw what properties were selling for. So if you want to build confidence in what you're talking about, you need more knowledge. And this is very tactical information I'm giving you right now. Pull up your hot sheet every single morning. Pull up the data from the MLS every week. see what's happening in your market, so you could be able to not just regurgitate it, but actually understand it. Because then, that's information that doesn't take you 15, 20 years to learn. You could be 3 months in the industry and have far more market data knowledge than someone who's been selling real estate for 4 years. And with that knowledge, when you have conversations with people, you'll become a lot more confident. And this brings me to my last point when it comes to building confidence as a real estate professional. You need to live it. And this is for everyone. Newer agents, experienced agents, really doesn't matter. No matter where you are in the experience spectrum, the industry is always changing. Some things stay the same. It's people business. You got to be able to talk to people. But the manner in which we talk to people is completely different than it was 5 years ago. A new set of skills is always needed. There's new opportunities day in and day out. How do you figure out and build confidence in the ones that will suit your business? You live and breathe them. So if you're sitting there and you said, I've been selling real estate for 20 years, business isn't as what it used to be, things are getting harder, things are changing. Have you dove into building a personal brand? Have you thought about building something out huge with all of your experience on social media? Have you thought about doing business differently because we're in a different era? You need to build confidence in some of these new techniques. But what happens is sometimes when we've had so much history and success with the experience we've had, it's hard for us to change, and we're not confident in it. I need people day in and day out that can outsell any single person in their market. Their data, their market knowledge, their experience, their ability to negotiate, their ability to connect when they're face-to-face at a listing consultation, buyer consultation, investor consultation, does not matter. They absolutely crush it. However, in this evolving industry we are in, I ask them to put a camera in front of them. It's a completely different story. That confidence is gone. History. And what's happening is that new agent is coming in that can have that confidence. Maybe they were even creating content for something else, and they're able to learn that market knowledge, share it in a unique and different way in front of their audience, connect with people. Those people without those 20 years experience, without those 25 years experience, are outselling them like that. So how do you build confidence if you're someone who's experienced in doing something for so long and having such great success with it? Goes back to the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You need to change. And when you need to change, it's most likely due to a lack of confidence. So the feeling you're feeling inside is because you're not confident in what you're doing anymore. But I want you to bring yourself back to earlier in your career. You probably weren't very confident then. The truth is, the person with the experience, the knowledge, and the content strategy is going to absolutely explode 2025 and beyond. So again, this message was for any single person, no matter where you are in your real estate career. Day 1, day 700, day 7,000. Not sure how many years that is, but it sounds like a lot. If you're not confident in something, you need to experience it, you need to learn it, and you need to live it. If you do those 3 things, you will have confidence, honestly, very short. It won't take you very long. But if you don't experience it, you don't want to learn it, and you don't want to live it, you're never going to get confident. But that's the 3-pronged approach to getting confidence, and do it.